The drama surrounding the final frenetic hours of the transfer window has unleashed a torrent of blockbuster deals, seismic shifts, and bold gambles that will echo across European football. Liverpool have obliterated the British transfer record, landing Newcastle's Alexander Isak for a staggering £130 million, a move that screams ambition but courts peril. Manchester City, never ones to stand still, have secured Gianluigi Donnarumma as their new no. One ushering in a new era between the posts. Jadon Sancho, once Manchester United's golden boy, has fled Old Trafford for Aston Villa's embrace, seeking redemption under Unai Emery's watchful eye. Ilkay Gündogan, a City legend, is trading the Etihad for Galatasaray's passion-soaked terraces, while Tottenham have snatched Randal Kolo Muani on loan to bolster their attack. Add to that Fenerbahçe coup for Marco Asensio and Inter Milan's swoop for Manuel Akanji, and this window's climax is a high-stakes chess game, where every move could crown a champion. Alexander Isak is nothing short of seismic. The Reds didn't just sign a striker. They shattered the British transfer record with a £130 million deal that dwarfs Chelsea's £115 million for Moises Caicedo. Isak, the 25-year-old Swede who tormented defenses with 27 Premier League goals, last season forced his way out of Newcastle, training alone and declaring his relationship with the Magpies irreparable. Liverpool, sensing opportunity, initial £110 million bid was rebuffed. But a £130 million offer bolstered by hefty bonuses cracked Newcastle's resolve, especially after their €85 million splurge on Stuttgart's Nick Woltemade. For Arnslot, this is a defining moment. With Hugo Ekitike's 3 goals and Cody Gakpo's versatility already in the squad, Isak's arrival feels like a luxurious 6'4" wrecking ball who combines raw power with clinical finishing. Liverpool as title favorites, but the price tag is a double-edged sword. Isak doesn't deliver instantly. The weight of £130 million could crush him. The 6-year deal locks him in, but the pressure is on Slot to integrate. A player who cost more than Napoli's Victor Osimhen sold for a mere £75 million. Shadows Ekitike's early promise, leaving the young striker in an awkward betting big not just on a player, but on a legacy and rewriting their goalkeeping script with Gianluigi Donnarumma, a €30 million steal from PSG. The 26-year-old Italian, Champions League winner, signs until 2030 on €13 million net wages plus €2 million in bonuses near his Paris salary. City moved with surgical precision, securing terms a month ago, but waiting. Brazilian now bound for Fenerbahçe, Donnarumma steps in. His medical completed in Italy before a post-September break arrival. Fabrizio Hawkins and Fabrizio Romano broke the story, noting Donnarumma's excitement to work with Pep Guardiola. But there's a catch. Guardiola's system demands a keeper who plays like an outfield player, crisp passing, unflappable composure. Donnarumma's world-class shot-stopping and reflexes are unquestioned, but his distribution has long been a weak point. Some City fans are skeptical, especially with whispers that this may be Guardiola's final season. If a new manager arrives, Donnarumma's elite pedigree, a Champions League title, Euro 2020 heroics could outweigh style concerns. For now, City have secured a bargain, paying less than they did for Ederson years ago. PSG's loss, with Luis Enrique deeming him expendable, the City's gain, a calculated move to anchor their title chase. Jadon Sancho's escape from Manchester United to Aston Villa is a tale of redemption and waiting. The winger, whose £250,000 a week wages scared off Chelsea, Roma, and Napoli, has landed at Villa Park on a season-long loan, with Villa covering 80% of his salary and United chipping in £50,000 weekly. No by clause sweetens the deal, but Sancho's enthusiasm for Unai Emery's project is palpable. Once electric at Dortmund, he flickered at United, his form dipping into a character debate. Villa struggling with a thin squad and a lackluster start. See Sancho as the spark they need. Direct, explosive, fearless. Emery's knack for reviving talents like Douglas Luiz gives hope. But Sancho's 3-year drought of top-class form makes this a gamble. His United contract runs to 2026, but this feels like a farewell. If he thrives, Villa will push for permanence. If he falters, it's a quiet exit. For now, Sancho has a stage to prove he's more than a cautionary tale, a final shot to reclaim his stardom. Tottenham's loan capture of Randal Kolo Muani from PSG is a pragmatic masterstroke. The 26-year-old Frenchman, who scored 10 goals in 22 games on loan at Juventus last season, joins Spurs for a €5 million fee with no option or obligation to buy. David Ornstein confirms the deal, personal terms settled, medical done. Spurs, with their 8th summer signing, are building for rotation, not reliance on one striker. Kolo Muani's versatility across the front line and Champions League pedigree make him a coup, especially at a fraction of his €30 million transfer-marked valuation. PSG, having lost faith in Juventus, who balked at a permanent deal, left the door open for Spurs to pounce. This isn't Tottenham's usual long-term strategy, but with a grueling season ahead, Kolo Muani's immediate impact could be the difference in their top 4 push. Ilkay Gündogan's move to Galatasaray is a bittersweet farewell to a Manchester City legend. The 34-year-old, who won finals and hearts at the Etihad, is set for a €5 million one-year deal per Yagi Sabankoglu. Galatasaray's patient pursuit outlasted Saudi, MLS, and Serie A interest, with only formalities remaining. New midfielders, Tijani Reinders and Nico Gonzalez, won't block the move. Despite Gündogan's contract extension last season, Pep's vision has shifted, and Gündogan, no longer the centerpiece, is free to chase a new chapter. Turkey's open window ensures a swift conclusion, but the move feels like a quiet end to a storied era. Fenerbahçe, not content with their Isak'S splash, have nabbed Marco Asensio from PSG for €8.5 million on a 3-year deal with an optional. Fourth, the 29-year-old Spaniard, a Real Madrid hero who flopped in Paris, pressed on loan at Aston Villa last season with 8 goals in 21 games. Reuniting with ex-PSG teammate Milan's ex-Skriniar, Asensio dons a No. 21 shirt for a Fenerbahçe side rebuilding after Jose Mourinho's exit. This is a statement signing for a club hungry to dominate Turkey's Super League. Inter Milan's loan deal for Manchester City's Manuel Akanji, with an obligation to buy for €15 million if he plays half their matches and Inter win the Scudetto, is a shrewd move. The 30-year-old Swiss, versatile and reliable, is edged out by Josko Gvardiol and Odebek Husanov in Pep's plans. Inter, with aging defenders Francesco Acerbi and Stefan de Vrij, needed fresh blood. Kanji's 40 appearances last season prove his quality, and at €2 million for the loan, it's a low-risk bet for a title-chasing side. The transfer window's final act is a crucible of ambition and audacity. Liverpool's Isak'S gamble could crown them champions or haunt them for years. Donnarumma's arrival at City is a bold bet on a new era, while Sancho's Villa move is a last-chance saloon. Gündogan's Turkish adventure, Kolo Muani's Spurs,